Hi, I'm Anna. Welcome to my Beccas Bookoplathon vlog. I'm so excited. Serious is too. Okay, so it is 5. It is 5:10. And I am about to have lunch because I was sleeping. I took a nap from 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Then I had a shower and now I'm about to have lunch. I have to work for an hour. That's 5:30 to 6:30. And Beccas Bookoplathon starts midnight GMT, which is 7 p.m. my time, Friday. So I'm going to have lunch and then work for an hour. Then I'll take that have an hour to relax, get my first book ready. By the way, whoa. Get my first book ready. This one has a book cover that is dark. So I'll try to use this one for fantasy and dark cover. Just this one is a different edition. If I finish this one early, I'll read Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo, which is the first one in the Grisha trilogy. This is Truth Witch by Susan Dennett, and I know nothing about it. But I'm participating. I had it anyway, and I'm participating in the Witchland Salon, organized by Jade from JD Ray Reads. And I think many of us are going to read this one for the first prompt of Bookoplathon. Bookoplathon is a 48-hour readathon organized by Becca from Backhand Books. She's amazing. Everything she does is like up to perfection standards, if you can call it like that. And so this is the first readathon that is going to be live for the 48 hours. Every 4 hours, there will be sprints in a different channel. I'll link all of them down below. And I'll link Beccas Bookoplathon Twitter account and Beccas account too. But yeah, I'm so excited. I had to sleep beforehand. Well, yeah, that's all for now. Let me have lunch, work for an hour, and I'll update you right before the free readathon starts. I'm so excited!
Excuse my language, that's a hang up on how silly I'm feeling. I'm sorry, I feel no attraction and none of this feeling. 'Cause I've been so long, so long.
I've thought about it a lot, and this is what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to keep pursuing what I'm pursuing. And because of that, you're going to start to resent me. And you're going to tell me to ease up on the drumming, spend more time with you because you're not feeling important. And I'm not going to be able to do that. And really, I'm just going to start to resent you for even asking me to stop drumming. And we're just going to start to hate each other. And it's going to be ugly. And so, for those reasons, I'd rather just, break it off clean.
Other people vlogging as well. We do. Hi vlog. Hello everyone. Hello. My focus is not happy with me. So we got that.
Excuse my language, that's a hang up on how silly I'm feeling.
Of course, we can't possibly do something.
Sorry,
11:17. So it's the fourth hour of the readathon has already begun, and I am on page. I'm not that far as I would have liked. I'm on page 105 in Truthwitch, and I'm like 70%, around 70% into Shadow and Bone. So let's hope I can make this happen and finish this too up to 7 a.m. I think I'm going to go to sleep for a bit at 7, right after the rolls. That's when the rolls will happen. And right after the rolls, I'll try to read about half an hour and sleep for a bit. So let's see what happens. I hope I can move forward. My goal for these sprints is page 222, at least in here. And if not finishing, be very close to finishing Shadow and Bone. So let's see how it goes. Talk to you later. Hello, I'm in my front garden walking up and down a little bit, stretching my legs because I just finished my first book for Beccas Bookoplathon. It is already hour 13, but I'm done with the first one. The second one, that is first one is Shadow and Bone. I listened to it an audiobook by Lee Bardugo. It's the first one in the Grisha trilogy. Then we have about to start the last 100 pages from Truthwitch by Susan Dennard, the first one in the Witchlands trilogy. And I'm reading this one for the Witchlands Along, organized by Jade from Jade Reads. I think I already said that in this video. Forget it if I did. So when I finish this one, I'll go to sleep. I'll try to sleep for between 4 and 6 hours, and then wake up again, because second prompt is POC contemporary or contemporary. So I'm going to read Take a Hint, Danny Brown. If I have time, I'll read another one, but I don't think so because I'll be sleeping. So I think I'm only going to be able to read this one for the second prompt, but I can double up. So it's perfect. So I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. It's nearly 7 p.m. So next roll is about to happen. And I'm just on chapter 3 of Taking in Danny Brown. Because it took me ages to finish Truth Witch because I was already too tired. I should have taken a nap, but didn't. So it took me the whole morning to finish 100 pages because shit happens. Oops. So then I did that and finished that and started Danny Brown, just read the prologue, went to bed, slept for 4.5 hours, then woke up, had a shower, got my lunch, as you just saw, and I'm about to have lunch while I continue reading Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Although I'll stop to watch the rolls, and I'll try to Take a Hint, Danny Brown, which is doubling up for POC and contemporary. And the next one in the next 12 hours. Wish me luck! People, I am on Jerry's Prints, Jerry's self-care sprints, trying to light a candle, and I got this candle from the literary box I'm subscribed to for my birthday, and look, it keeps on turning off. I don't know what happened to the wood, but it keeps on turning off for some reason. So yeah, I'll try again. I'll try to light it on again. But I moved forward quite a bit and Take a Hint, Danny Brown. I'm nearly halfway through, just 20 locations away from halfway through. I'm quite positive I can finish it during these prints. And I'm also less than 2 hours away from finishing the subtweet by Vivek. I can make it. Shraja? I know. I'll put the name in here, put the cover. But yeah, I'm so happy because the next prompts are first in the series, and I'm planning to finish A Winter's Promise, that is the blue one back there, for that I've been trying to read since Polathon, first week of February. Oops. And I'm also, it seems, set a poll for my Galley arcs because I'm also participating in Galleathon this week. And I haven't finished one because this book tends to set me into a reading slump, at least an art reading slump, and it is Kingdom of the Silver Cat by Thomas and Carol, that I'm reading on my Kindle. So I'll do my best. I'm quite positive, but that by the next 4 hours, I can at least have finished Get a Life, Chloe Brown, the subtweet, and Kingdom of the Silver Cat. So fingers crossed, because that would mean that instead of 3 books, I'm just 1 book behind. That would be a great success.
Yeah.
Alright. 7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Pick up a book and read till your eyes are sore. Hop on a mask and sprint until the time's up. Read again and by then you're halfway to the end. So then I'll read a page or maybe 2 or 3. Consult my TBR, it's for Bookopoly. I'll read sci-fi and lit and maybe fantasy. And wonder when will we fit sleeping? That's amazing! And that is the small ballad I wrote for you at 7 a.m. You're welcome.
There's nothing but space, man. And I wanna go. If I was an astronaut, I'd speak to satellites. My navigation systems would search for other life. But I'd be up here thinking about what I left behind. 'Cause I'm only human with the real world. Oh, my mind. I'm up in space, man. Up in space, man. I've searched around the universe, been down some black holes. There's nothing but space, man. And I wanna go home. Gravity keeps pulling me down. As long as you're on the ground, I'll stick around. I'll stick around. I'll stick around. I'm up in space, man. Up in space, man. I searched around the universe, been down some black holes. There's nothing but space, man. Oh, I'm in the wrong place, man. Nothing but space, man. You know I know there ain't nothing but space, man. I've searched around the universe, been down some black hole. Nothing but space, man. And I wanna go home.
Hello, it is Sunday, 7 a.m. And yes, I woke up a bit late. So I'm in my pajamas. I have a cat on my lap. Hi. And I was snacking and I just started reading today. So I'm reading Taking Danny Brown, still not done with it. I'm in chapter 12, well, 13 now. And I hope I can finish this one. That would be my fourth book for the readathon. And then get on to finishing Kingdom of the Silver Cat. And if I still have time, I'll get to try and finish the one for first in the series that is, let me think for a moment. A Winter's Promise by Crystal Dabos. I don't think I'll be able to get to the books for the last prompts, but let's see how it goes. I still have 12 hours to go. Exactly 12 hours to go. Hello, people. It is 2:30 p.m. and I finished Taking Danny Brown and I absolutely loved it. It was 5-star. It is a 5-star. I haven't put it through Copile yet, but it's 5 stars. Oh, I loved it. And trust me, I don't like smart. I barely read romance and absolutely love this one. Thank you so much, Steph, for making me read this one. I'm on Cody Sprints and I'm about to start finishing the last 20% of Kingdom of the Silver Cat, also reading it for Readathon, and I haven't finished my first arc this week, but let's see what happens with this one. I hope I can finish that one and another one. It is Sunday, by tomorrow at least. I'll go ahead and read another arc, even if I finish one day late. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm still 3 books behind. I'm going to read and thinking of ending things. And Winter's Promise, hope I can finish it. I'm 185 pages in. So yeah, I'll update you when I'm done with Kingdom of the Silver Cat by Thomas M. Carroll.
So don't worry about that. How we doing? How you doing, G, today?
I'm good. We just had pizza, so I can't complain.
Very, very good. Very good. What are you reading, G? Because we've all discussed what we're reading.
Pizza. No. I did just extracted this book, so I'm gonna be starting it. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It's a brick, so I'm a little bit nervous, considering that I have a week to read it, and I'm slow.
You'll be fine. You'll do it. Everyone's saying hi to G.
Hello.
I mean, are you as slow as me?
Hello. I'm sorry I didn't update you before, but I did finish Kingdom of the Silver Cat by Thomas M. Carroll. I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. It's a NetGalley arc, so I won't talk about it in detail here because I'll make a video about that one, a review. But I had some issues with the writing style, let's say. It's not a bad story, but the ending is kind of left too open. Of course, it's the first one in a series, so that's not a bad thing. But within the writing style, I did have some issues, but I'm very happy I did finish that one. I also finished this book, A Winter's Promise. This is in Spanish here, but it's the first one in a series. I don't remember the name of the series in English. I'll try to put it on the screen somewhere. But it's A Winter's Promise by Crystal Dabos. It's the first one in the series, and it's a fantasy that is, I think it's supposed to be a young adult, but sometimes the writing style feels like a middle grade. although there are topics that of course don't belong to a middle grade. But yeah, so I did finish 5 books, and I listened to half of what is it? What is the name? I'm lost. I listened to half 5. I'm thinking of ending things. I'll wrap up in a bit. This is not the wrap up because because Beccas live is still going on. So I'll talk to you later and wrap up all the books I read this readathon.
I know what this body living like a fucking nonsense. Excuse my language, that's a hang up on how city I'm feeling. Sorry, I feel overcharging and now that it's winter. Cause I've been so long, so long. Cause I've been so long, so long.
Right, so I'm going to close this vlog here. And this is what I read for Bookoplathon. Book number 1, Truth Witch by Susan Dennett. Also read for the Witchlands Along, organized by Jade from Jade Reads. I gave this one 4 stars. I quite liked it. I really enjoyed the magic system, and that is focused on witches, but witches can also be males. And witches are just those who have the powers, and the magic system is based on abilities. You have different types of witches. You have truth witches. So the main character here is a truth witch, which are witches with the ability of seeing the truth. So whatever you tell them, they will be able to see if they're true or not. If there's an event, whatever thing happening around them, they will be able to state if what's happening is true to people's desires or isn't. There are also blood witches, who are witches with the ability to control other people's blood and smell, so they will follow you whenever, wherever, through your smell. There are wind witches, which are witches with the ability to control air and wind, so they can control the air in your body, or they can make a tornado happen. So it's quite interesting. I really, really liked it. And in this one, we follow a truth witch with her threat sister. So your threat sisters or brothers are those who are tied to you in a way. I don't want to spoil it. This is the first one in the Witchlands series, and I don't want to spoil it, so I would highly recommend you get to it. Second book I listened to in this case was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I was not that fond of Six of Crows or Crooked Kingdom. I like Six of Crows more. Ninth House, I had the same issue. I have an issue with Leigh Bardugo because she has a tendency to explain things that are unnecessary for the story and not explain things that are really necessary to understand the whole world. But I really liked this one a lot more than the others. I was invested in the characters and the world, and I gave this one 4 stars too. Then I read Take a Hint, Danny Brown on ebook by Talia Hibbert. This is the second one in the Brown Sisters series, and trust me, I'm in love. Like, I'm not that much into smart. Hi, Sirius. Do you want to be in the video? No? Okay. This is the second one in the Brown Sisters series, and I liked the first one, but I was not that okay with the smart. This one was just perfect. Sense of humor is amazing. The The whole story is so relatable. Characters are real. Nobody's perfect in there. Everyone makes mistakes, which makes it more relatable. And I have no words. Just read it, please. And this is a contemporary romance, an adult contemporary romance. Then I listened to the subtweet by Vivek Shraya. I hope I'm pronouncing that okay. And this is an adult contemporary fiction about Neela, who writes songs, and then one of her songs is covered by a famous artist, but then the artist doesn't give her credit for her song, and they already met and started like building a friendship. Then it's all of Neela's struggles to come with terms with accepting people's mistakes and seeing the good in everything that she sees as a bad thing happening to her. I gave these 2 songs. I thought it was okay, but I was not invested in it. Then I read A Winter's Promise by Crystal Davos. This is the first one in a series, prompt for and honestly, I thought I was going to like this one much more than what I did, but I quite liked it. This is a 3.5 star, and this is a fantasy series in which they are, I don't remember the name of the areas, but basically where you live is not called city or country, but it has a different name. The thing is that each people from each area have a different magical ability. So we follow Ophelia. Ophelia is from Anima, and she has the ability to get to any place that is relatively close through mirrors, and also to read the story of a person or an object just by touching it. And that's her family's ability, and she is engaged. This is a convenience marriage. She's engaged to Thor, who is an important person in another area. I really don't know what the name is in English. In Spanish, it's Citacielo. It should be like Sky City. And then it's all her struggles and a lot of political intrigue, which is a part I really liked, to adapt. All her struggles to adapt to her husband to be a city, and also everything she goes through because of the political intrigue, and the place she gets to seems quite dangerous. I would recommend this one, to be honest. Then I listened to I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid, and I really liked it. This is the story of a couple, and I cannot tell you much because it's like a YA or new adult thriller. The story is quite strange. They're supposed to be on their way to travel and meet, so she can meet his family in the farm where they live. But there are many strange things happening along the way, and everything points towards a specific character being guilty of the stuff, but then there's an interesting plot twist, and you end up, I don't want to say, I'm going to spoil it, so you better read it, but it's one of these strange books, weird books that you don't know what to think of, but I quite enjoyed it. I really liked it, and I gave it 4 stars. And then I read an arc given to me by NetGalley, which was Kingdom of the Silver Cat by Thomas and Carol. This is a middle grade adventure story about a group of kids who are on the school bus, and they get transported to a magical land that seems quite dangerous to them, and they get each of them gets a different magical power out of the blue. I am not going to tell you much about it because I'll make a review video about this, but what I can tell you is that I gave it 3 stars because I had some issues with the writing style. Like, I liked the story, the children, characters were spotless. I really liked some of the magic and the magical creatures within. You have many. You have a giant cat, you have fairies, there are crazy huge birds, blackbirds. It's quite interesting. There's no way to get bored, but it took me, it put me into a reading slump, an arc reading slump every time I started it. So, yeah. I mean, there were many things I liked, but I'll talk about it on a different video. And this gives me a total of 1,784 pages. Which is crazy. I had never ever in my life, I think, read that number of pages within 48 hours. 40, if you don't count the hours I was sleeping. So thank you very much, Becca, for organizing this readathon. I really, really enjoyed it. Had so much fun. I read every possible, in every possible format, very different genres, and I had a lot of fun. Like, thanks to all the hosts, Cody, Beth, Deja, Gavin, Jade, Steph, Maddie, Mel. I'm not going to mention their channels just because this is too long, so I'll add them down below. But Aaron, there were many people. Did I mention Cody? Yes, I think so. Okay, well, the thing is that I thank all of them because they made this event so special. They didn't allow us to go to sleep. I didn't want to miss anything. So I was at least partially in all of them. Whenever I went to sleep, I tried to just be a few minutes at least in the live shows that would be start to finish within the range. And well, I hope you liked this vlog. Thank you so very much for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to like down here, comment, overall comment, what did you read, how much did you like it, what's your page count, I don't know, like anything and everything you want to tell me. And I hope you had a blast on the readathon if you participated. If not, I highly recommend you participate next time. And have a wonderful time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video. Bye!